This is a day that you're gonna want to remember forever.
If today were the last day of your life, what do you want to do? What you're about to do? I've asked myself this question every day of my life, and I found out that I wasn't really living the life that I wanted to. I want you to imagine that I'm just sitting with you, talking like friends. This video has been something that I've been going to work on for years. Now, the reason why I want to share this story with you is because it proves that it's possible to live your dreams as long as you don't give up. Now, this wouldn't have ever happened if I didn't meet Rob. And meeting Rob was one of the most chance coincidences I've ever had in my entire life. I was going to propose to my girlfriend, and I wanted someone to help film that event in New York City at the top of the World Trade Center. So I messaged Rob randomly in a Facebook group, and he actually said yes. So we met in kind of secret in New York City, and he went with me and recorded that day for me. Over the past year, we've become great friends, and he had this idea that he wanted to go to either Florida or England. And, you know, I'm like, you're out of your mind. Why would you go to Florida over England? And we talked about it for like a month, and we ended up booking everything together. And we had originally just going to be sharing an Airbnb, but I decided that I would rather have some of my own space, so I ended up getting my own. The story about going to England actually starts a long time ago. It feels like it's been a dream of mine my entire life, but if I really had to narrow it down, I was probably about 10. When I first saw the movie Titanic, for some reason that movie just resonated with me. It was the love story that got me. For some reason, that love story stuck with me. And there's parts of my life that I feel as though emulate certain aspects of that love story, like the having sex in the car scene.
How did we get such exclusive seating?
But seriously though, this video is about living your dreams in the happiest life that you could possibly have. Now, whenever I landed in London, I got this text from my wife, and that text said that she had a dream, and the moon becomes a almost character for the rest of this trip.
We'd like to welcome you to London Heathrow, where the local time is approximately 5:50 a.m.
So throughout this trip, Rob and I, we went on a few little adventures. On the first day, we met in London.
Yo, it's the man.
At Battersea Park. He gave me some directions, and it ended up being to a train station that actually wasn't a train station, and I got all frustrated and couldn't figure out how to go where I was going. Eventually, it did work out, and I was a little frustrated, but it all worked out for the best. We ended up going into London and going to St. Paul's Cathedral. I remember thinking that it's amazing that something this amazingly large and beautiful existed before the United States even existed. It's just mind-blowing to see how something that's that old can still be standing there and be more beautiful than most things that are made now. It's very awe-inspiring to see in real life. Pictures and videos can't actually do it justice, no matter what.
Rob, have you ever seen anything this ornate?
This is impressive.
The same day, I ended up going past Big Ben, seeing Parliament.
Big Ben, Parliament.
I ended up going into the London Eye, and it actually took around a half an hour to go around the entire thing. The views were spectacular. It was amazing. I had a river cruise planned next, and whenever I booked it, it was just the next time slot available after the London Eye. And the dock was actually right next to it. It's like 100 feet away. I'm about to get off the London Eye, and I noticed they stop it. Someone has thrown up or something, and they're cleaning out the car next to us, and we can't get out. So a few minutes go by, and we end up getting out. I walk over, and I see that there's no one on the dock, and the boat's about to leave. And I asked the teller, where am I supposed to go for this boat? And he said, well, if you run, you might be able to make it. So I run down the dock as fast as I possibly can, and the guy on the end of the dock says, it's too late. You're not going on the boat. It's not going to happen. And I said, what am I supposed to do then? He said, well, you have to wait. So I ended up having to wait until 11, and it was just an hour of sitting there. Now while I'm sitting there, my son had originally asked me for crisps, and there was this little English girl talking with her mom, talking about how she wanted crisps, and her mom said, go get some. And it was just Pringles. That's all the crisps were. I felt like gypped. It's just potato chips. It's not anything special as far as I could tell. Now, this whole me being late to my boat trip was actually a blessing, because had I gotten there in time, I would have been stuck in between people, or in the back or in the bottom or something, I don't know. But I was able to get in the very front of the boat, and because I was able to do that, I was able to really see everything and get some good shots.